think we have a very, very big group by the name of... I like to tell you.
Alright, what's going on? It's another exciting episode of ZnD's GEEKDOM. I'm your boy D.
And I'm Z. What's up, guys?
Alright, guys, at the top of the night, we're going to do some wonderful stories for you, some geeky stuff, some nerdy stuff. We're going to have some stuff about GTA 5. We're going to talk about Assassin's Creed, the movie, Will It Get Made? And a few other things on the list right now. So I think we're going to start off. We're going to start off with some... what do you want to start off with tonight, Z?
Let's talk about a Star Wars guy in London.
Oh, yeah. Good one.
London. He's British. Ricky Latouche, which happens to rhyme with douche. He's going to jail for 12 years after pleading guilty for manslaughter after murdering his wife by choking her to death after she decided to destroy his Star Wars toy collection to, quote, make his life a living hell.
Well, you know, I'll say it like this. Wasn't his wife Thai?
Very Thai.
Well, there you go. Thai bitches are crazy.
Don't bring them home.
They will cut a motherfucker. I've seen it happen. Not that I know by personal reason, but I've seen it happen to a brother of mine. I don't know. Cut him.
Go to Thailand. Have fun. Look, but don't bring home.
Well, evidently...
You don't bring a tiger home when you go to the zoo. Okay?
So you don't bring a Thai girl. I like how we automatically, just from the get-go, have already alienated anyone from Thailand.
Fuck Thailand.
Well, you know, they're trying.
Well, they're trying to do what? Make Hangover 2? Like, what else have they given us? I love Thai food. But I can get that shit down the street. I don't need to go to Thailand just to get Thai food.
Well,
Thai's got my back in that shit.
Well, this guy had to go to Thailand to bring home a girl who will destroy his childhood dream just because she fucking gets pissed off. Ain't that like a woman to do that some shit, though?
What a bitch, alright? I'm just saying, guys is trying to have his toy collection. He beat her, not the issue.
Well, okay. Well, if you're gonna beat her, put some fucking butter on your hands. Doesn't leave any marks. Oh god, this is so horrible. We're starting off, but it's okay.
We mentioned D's black, and he's very aware of how to properly beat your woman.
Believe me, if you met my wife, there's no way I'm winning that fight.
No, she's awesome and great and wonderful.
And she would kill me in my sleep.
His ass, but that's a good way to start it out with some horrible news. But he's going to jail, minimum 12 years. He somehow cut a deal for manslaughter. I mean, he fucking choked his wife to death and
it's
said...
fucking England. They're a bunch of pussies. They're not going to... Unless he... I mean, they were kind of sympathizing with the guy. Guys, people were like in that jury like, well, I'd probably fucking kill my wife too. But he literally did it.
She broke Grandpa Tarkin? Fuck that bitch. Manslaughter 1.
Oh god.
Minimum 12, Ricky Latouche. We'll see when you get out, buddy.
By then, maybe there'll be another Star Wars trilogy.
Yeah, well, I don't even want to talk about it. That's what I'm talking
George Lucas.
That son of a bitch.
God.
Okay, moving on. Jonathan Frakes, who everybody knows as Commander William T. Riker from Star Trek The Next Generation. He's also done a lot of directing and writing for the series. He directed Insurrection, First Contact, a shitload of the Voyager, a shitload of the DS9s, a shitload of the Next Gens. All-around good guy. We like Jonathan Frakes.
Oh, yeah.
We watch him in all the interviews. He just seems like one of the most personal fucking guys on the planet.
Didn't he also do The Librarian on TNT?
He directed the sequel to The Librarian.
Oh, okay.
Not even the original. He also did Clock Stoppers. For all you Uberers out there, check that one out. So,
well, go ahead, Jonathan Frakes.
Frakes, not Frakes, has at a convention this weekend. I think it was in London or something. One of the guests asked him about the Enterprise finale, which, as I'm sure you all know, featured Jonathan Frakes and Mira Sirtis. Sarah, I just screw her name up all the time.
The hot chick, Deanna Troi.
Yeah,
Deanna Troi.
You know, the the babe. Anyway,
she can read your mind. No, she can feel your emotions.
Yeah.
Can't read your mind.
She's a beta.
Betazoid. There you go.
The Betazodian babe. Sorry, having a sip. They were in the finale, and basically the whole thing was that he was having trouble making a decision. So they watched, they went on the holodeck and watched Enterprise and made Archer watched him make the hard decision. And he referred to filming that episode as, quote, an unpleasant memory, which is interesting for Star Trek fans because, I mean, you go on the internet and you look at this story and you look at all the boards and you see a bunch of people talking shit, well, Enterprise sucked anyway, I'm not an Enterprise hater, I'm an Enterprise lover. Scott Bakula, you know that. But his comments were, he just felt sorry for Scott Bakula because it was the last episode of his series and it's not even about it. It's about Jonathan Frakes.
Yeah, well, let me just tell you, I think Star Trek, where Star Trek went wrong, where Star Trek went wrong, I'll tell you right now. It's when they didn't have that syndication that they were doing, because I noticed something that was different. Because I was watching DS9. Yes, I'm nerding out right now on some Trek stuff. I was watching DS9, and I was thinking about it. It's like, I noticed there was a certain level of, I don't know, they had freedom when they were in syndication. They can do whatever. There was shit that went on in the first episodes of DS9. I mean, deep shit that I didn't even fucking realize until I started watching the old episodes. I'm like, stuff that you could not put on network TV, just the discussions, the characterization. I mean, certain shows, yes. If you give me an HBO, even give me some AMC, you can get some of that good stuff. But I mean, regular network television, and then all of a sudden UPN gets their own shit, and they're struggling. And they're like, oh, we need a hit show. We have Enterprise, and I don't know. I think Frank's just he summed it up for everybody. It's what everyone was thinking. It was a swan song that he felt bad because it's like they brought him in to say, hey, guess what? If we bring in some old TNG people onto the show to make it better, it's gonna be the greatest ending for any show.
Well, Rick Berman, who co-creator, executive producer, say what you will about Rick Berman, he brought Star Trek from the original cast to the next gen to the void. I mean, he had a lot to do with it. He did a lot of good things. He also did bad things.
Yeah, I don't know if you say you can hate on Brandon Braga, but won't hit on Rick Berman.
Because Brandon Braga he fucked 7 and 9, and that was it. Like, it wasn't like he started off as a junior guy working on the Next Generation, and he's just a prick now.
Okay, but you're telling me if 7 and 9, even with the fucking Iron thing, wanted to fuck you wouldn't fuck her?
That's not the issue.
If Jerry Ryan showed up through the door right now and said, Zach, I'll sit on your face, you won't do that?
It's not the issue. Anyway, Rick Berman explained it as he said it was kind of a love story or a kiss off or whatever for Trek fans for their last episode of Star Trek in a while, because we knew once Enterprise went down, that was kind of it for a while. So he was kind of like, well, it's kind of like a love note to the fans. Let's bring Frakes and Marina in, and it wasn't a bad episode. I never even thought about it as being an issue until he brought it up. And yeah, I can understand coming from Scott Bakula at this point. According to him, Scott Bakula was a total gentleman about it. Go figure.
Yeah, Scott Bakula, God.
That guy ain't doing shit to piss off anybody. Scott Bakula. But I mean, honestly, it's over. It's done. It was 5 years ago. It worked out. Frakes takes the high road on this. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So we loved it. We love Star Trek. The more the merrier. As long as our dear friend from Family Guy isn't touching it.
I'm saying give him a chance.
Fuck no.
Give him a chance. All right.
Motherfucker chance.
What's next on deck?
Okay. We got new 007 info for you.
Oh, yeah. About motherfucking time.
So, new 007 movie has been named. The villain has been named, and we know the director already, Sam Mendes, which is an interesting, awesome idea.
Yeah.
Because I love Sam Mendes.
Well, and I think he'd bring, obviously he brings a little cred to it. The guy makes great films.
He does.
But I also, the other part of it is, I think we've been needing a new Bond. I saw, what was it, Quantum of Solace. Did we go see that together?
Probably. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, Quantum of Solace. Not a bad film, but not a great film. Especially after coming off of Casino Royale, which was like so fucking mind-blowing.
But the thing about Quantum of Solace, which I kind of hated, honestly, it was a new idea and it was different and I thought it might be cool, but it was actually a direct sequel to Casino Royale, which they've never done before in the Bond. And
I think they had to. I think the way it ended, I mean, they didn't have to, but I think they could have segued into it a little bit better and just kept it its own story. But I think because they were there, what was the villain group that was in there? He was fighting. I can't remember either. But either way, I thought it had a touch of class. I don't buy the whole idea of stealing the world's water as. I mean, I guess that's on a political level as a 21st century thing. That is
controlling resources.
That's a huge fear. Think about it. 50 years from now, we're going to be fighting wars over resources. But either way, God willing, I'll be holed up somewhere like fucking Ash from Evil Dead. And anyway, but
we'll have a cabin in the woods.
Well, fuck.
Right, Josh Whedon?
When the fuck is that coming out?
That's not.
Okay. Anyway. Well, anyway, but yeah, and then I guess it's called Skyfall.
Yes, the name of the movie is Skyfall, which is badass.
Yeah, okay, better than Batman Rising. Dark Knight Rising, excuse me.
Talk your shit.
I'm not talking
Breaking
shit.
records.
I know it's gonna break records. Horrible name though. But Skyfall I think is cool. You got Javier Bardem.
Javier Bardem?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That guy.
He's Spanish.
Yeah, he's Spanish. You got him. You got some pretty good women in there who actually I think the women that they have as character actors. I think it's one of them, Naomi Harris. Great character actress. I think she was in.
For a Bond girl, they should have a porn star be a character actress in work.
Maybe a fucking chick who used to be married to Charlie Sheen. Yeah.
Oh, Brie Olsen. That's a shout out to Colton there. He loves his Brie Olsen.
God. But yeah, no, I really see it to be. It's going to be huge. They're going to take what they're going to learn. They learned a lot from Quantum of Solace. I think Sam Mendes is going to be a solid film director. I think he's going to be able to tell the studios, this is what you need. We're going to get some characters in there, and we're going to have some fucking badass action.
As long as his bitchy wife doesn't take over.
How do you hate her?
I don't know.
How do you hate her?
I've never seen someone show their tits on screen that's so uptight.
And this is a problem? Kate Winslet naked on the screen?
But she was so like, I'm an actress.
Well, I give a shit. I'll see Kate Winslet naked tomorrow.
Oh, there you go, Sam Mendes. We're talking about your wife. This is probably my favorite thing that has happened this week. Walden Media has acquired the movie rights to get this, the Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego franchise. Even better.
Oh God, here we go. I know.
Attached to produce and possibly star the one, the only Jennifer Lopez.
Okay, you want my opinion on it?
Yes.
It's gonna work.
No, it's not.
Yes, it will. Okay, did you not watch Where in the World Carmen Sandiego TV show on PBS?
Yeah.
Okay, I watched that shit, and I'm only a little bit older than you, and I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, but you know what works in that year doesn't work for now.
Okay, but I think...
Watch Batman. Watch Batman.
Okay, but think about it. Okay, think Robert Rodriguez, who I bet you they hired to do it, Spy Kids.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
He won't do it.
He did fucking 4 Spy Kids!
Do you know the project is attached with Jennifer Lopez? He won't have creative control.
Okay. What Jennifer Lopez...
He wrote the script for Spy Kids. Did everything for Spy Kids.
Okay.
He made it for his kids.
Okay, check this out, though. I'm telling you, Jennifer Lopez, they get a good director in there. They just need to tell her to shut up. Fucking, what's his name? Mark Anthony's been telling her to shut up for like 5 years now. His coked out ass, and then finally she dumped him. I'm pretty sure Robert Rodriguez can swoop in there and say, bitch, shut up. Let's make this motherfucking movie. You're Carmen Sandiego minus the giant fucking hat.
No, you gotta have the hat.
No.
It's gotta have the hat.
No.
You gotta have the hat.
No.
You can't have Batman without the fucking ears. You can't have Carmen Sandiego without the fucking hat.
Yes, you can have as long as she has a red dress, what does it matter?
Hat. Gotta be a hat.
Hot chick Carmen Sandiego, though.
If you agree with me, please comment hat on our YouTube page.
or on Twitter. ZnD Geek.
Enough of this garbage. Let's move on. This movie coming out. It's called Jack and Jill. For you South Park fans, you already knew it was coming out. You didn't think it was a real movie, did you? You didn't think that was real. You thought Trey was just pulling a quickie on you, but turns out Adam Sandler wants to shit in your eyes, ears, and mouth. And that's what's going on. So I looked, because I was curious as to who wrote Carmen Sandiego.
Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill's just garbage and garbage. And I wanted to know who wrote it. And I was like, it's probably fucking Nick Swartzen. Because that motherfucker, he works for Happy Madison. He's in the movie. He does shit like that. I like Nick Swardson from a stand-up perspective. His show on Comedy Central's garbage, but whatever. It wasn't Nick Swardson. It was Robert Smigel. And Robert Smigel is a person I actually have great respect for.
Oh my god.
And he's been working for NBC for, 20, 25 years. And he is the mastermind behind a lot of the Conan O'Brien stuff. He did The Dog.
Oh yeah, Triumph.
He did Triumph. He TV Funhouse for Saturday Night Live. That's all Robert Smigel.
No.
All of it's Robert Smigel. That's his baby. Everything's his baby. But he and I was like, well, did he write another shitty Adam Sandler movie? He did.
What happened to one?
He also wrote Don't Mess with the Zohan, which was bad, but it's not Jack and Jill bad.
Okay, well,
so a big fuck you to Robert Smigel this week. We love you. You're a very talented guy. You worked for NBC. You worked for years. You don't need the money, bro.
Well, evidently does. Maybe he's got some child support out there he's got to take care of. You never know.
You know what? NBC can pay that check. Okay, they paid Conan out $35 million just to go home. Okay.
And here's my other thing. Really, what happened? What happened to him? Jack and Jill?
I don't know.
I would be embarrassed. It's like he's going the Murphy route. He's going Eddie Murphy route. Well, like, hey, I'm going to do family comedies, which that's fine. I don't mind people doing family comedies. Fuck, The Rock did it for like a good half a decade. But
yeah, where's he now? Back in wrestling.
Well, I'm doing fucking Fast 5 and G.I. Joe, so I mean, I know it's all about the money, but fucking hey, you gotta be kidding me. I can't do it. Move on to the next.
Okay. Well, Adam Sandler, my sincerest fuck you. Robert Smigel, pull your head out of your ass. Blade Runner.
Alright, so evidently Ridley Scott has mentioned that the new Blade Runner will be coming out will not be a prequel, but rather be a sequel to Blade Runner, which I don't know.
That's what everyone's been wanting for years.
Yeah, because we want a fucking sequel to a movie that ended on its own without needing a sequel. But evidently, ironically, all the original cast is not coming back. Go figure, they're all in their 60s now. I don't know. Here's my... Okay, Blade Runner. Zach Z hasn't really seen it.
Still haven't.
Which you should be shot for.
Yeah, okay, Mr. I haven't seen The Social Network.
Okay, Social Network or Blade Runner, cult classic?
Oscar almost winning.
See Blade Runner before you see The Social Network. Anyway.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, but Ridley Scott, okay, so then, evidently he's going to jump on this, but he's not even there yet because he's still finishing shooting fucking Prometheus, which is his aliens but not alien movie.
Don't you talk shit about Prometheus.
Okay, until I see a fucking trailer for Prometheus.
Fuck you. It's gonna be good.
Okay. Till I see a fucking trailer for Prometheus.
When I see a trailer for Prometheus, I'll jizz all over everything. I don't give a fuck. The fact that it's even in production right now makes me smile in the morning.
Okay, but either way, Blade Runner 2, I'm telling you, it could go either way. I mean, Ridley Scott, you've given us good things and you give him some really not good things.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think of not really good things. I'm thinking of that Leonardo DiCaprio movie where he's like stuck in the desert. I can't remember what it was called though. Yeah.
Oh, he's stuck in the desert?
I don't know. It's some piece of shit. But, I mean, Alien is amazing. One of my favorite movies of all time. Pretty much everything else he did, like Robin Hood, fuck you. It's just
bad movie. God, that was so like... Did you watch Robin Hood?
No, why would I watch Robin Hood?
Oh my god, me and my wife watched it at home. It was like, when is this movie gonna end? When are we gonna start hanging out in trees and fucking shooting arrows?
Well, he shoots... He does long shots of scenic areas very, very well. He knows how to create an atmosphere really, really well. He can do interpersonal really, really well, but, he for some reason, he had that hard-on for that fucking Australian piece of shit, making movies, and songs flying around the world. That motherfucker, he had a hard-on for him for like 10 years, which is like the low point in his career. So hopefully Prometheus will get him back to his roots and get him back to what he's good at.
But here's I don't know. But here's the thing with Ridley Scott. I think there's somewhere you get caught up in the whole Hollywood engine that you're just like, man, it's not about making movies. It's about making movies for big companies who are willing to pay you lots of money. And I understand that. But at some point, when do you make the movies you want to make? Maybe Prometheus is the movie he's going to want to make. But
it's not a movie that's going to make a shitload of money.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's an expensive movie that might break even.
But is it going to be worth it? That's my thing. Has he gone so far away from that? You know, he's done the blockbuster thing. Didn't he fucking do the? What did he do? Runaway Train with fucking Denzel?
No,
or was that his brother?
That was his brother.
Okay, either place.
His brother is a piece of shit.
They're the same guy. I don't get you. Interchange.
You Ridley Scott, Alien, Tony Scott, Domino. All right, fuck you. They're not the same person. One's garbage, one's not. Moving on. Right. Let's talk about Assassin's Creed.
All right, here we go. Assassin's Creed the movie. Evidently, a bunch of Hollywood execs, here we go, you know, talking about power in Hollywood. A bunch of Hollywood execs are bitching and moaning, saying, well, this movie will never get made because Ubisoft basically signed they signed a deal they signed the biggest deal in Hollywood right now, and they have full creative control of the entire movie process for Assassin's Creed the movie, which is a good thing because what Ubisoft does not want to have is Jake Gyllenhaal flipping up the sides of fucking buildings with a knife that turns back time and called the Prince of Persia.
Yeah, I guess a douche.
Did anyone see the Prince of Persia?
I did. We took the kids.
There was, yeah. Oh, we saw the Prince of Persia. We laughed the whole time. They thought it was like the greatest fucking movie.
Yeah, like, that was good. Like, shut kids.
I noticed like the only the bad people were in it were the people who were actually of Persian descent.
Yeah.
Everyone else was white or from England.
Except for Ben Kingsley.
Jeff, go ahead.
Jake Gyllenhaal's white.
Well, we all know that, and does a horrible English accent.
First thing that makes that stupid. It's a Prince of Persia, and he's white.
That's Bugs in the background.
That's Big City Bugs making
Big
his
City
podcast.
Bugs.
Big City Bugs making his
podcast. But, you know, Jake Gyllenhaal, he is white, but he did get a tan, and he dyed his hair. You know, if there was a white guy, I mean, it makes me think of fucking Tropic Thunder.
Oh,
because if there's a white guy who's like, oh yeah, like I could be, you know, the Zulu warrior.
But notice, like, okay, you got a good guy like Robert Downey Jr., who's a good actor, and he pulled that shit off in Tropic Thunder.
But it was a joke.
But it was a joke. They were serious in this shit.
They were dead serious.
No, I was watching an encore one time in the middle of the night. I was like, oh my god, how awful can one movie be?
Somebody left Prince of Persia in my living room. I don't know why or where, but it's there.
Oh god.
So if you want it, it's all
No.
First one to write Prince of Persia on our YouTube page gets a free copy.
Copy of Prince of Persia, there you go.
I don't have the case.
On it. Oh god, but it's like, yeah. So either way, Ubisoft, good move. I know Hollywood is afraid. I know they think that they're gonna axe everything that the studio does, but I think it's a good thing. I think you need the people that understand the story, the concept, and the people who wrote a fucking great ass story anyway to go ahead and craft a good movie and say, okay, Hollywood, let us do what we do. Give us the money. We'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
I don't know. I think I just saw that Spielberg or one of the big directors turned it down already.
Well, no, they were saying that it's a deal in Hollywood that Spielberg couldn't even get. Oh. Spielberg doesn't even have as much say in when he makes fucking movies.
Yeah, I just saw the little brief thing on IGN where I just didn't click the link, and it was just like, no, Spielberg,
but the thing is, like,
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, well, but it's a $500 million industry. Assassin's Creed, $500 million. You're telling me dudes that make $500 million can't make a Hollywood movie? Give them a fucking chance. I mean, I'm tired of seeing shitty Doom, Mario Brothers.
Really? Talk shit about Mario Brothers.
We'll talk shit about that movie.
I think it could be a good thing with Spielberg not doing it. You might team up with George Lucas and throw in aliens or whatnot into it.
They're working on Indy 5. They're hard at work.
Yeah. All right, but yeah.
Get the lube ready, boys.
Assassin's Creed, yeah.
Okay. Moving on. You want to do the list?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do the list. There was an interesting story that came out. I don't know. Fucking drunk Ray Liotta on Twitter decided to come out and say some shit about how he was going to play Batman in Tim Burton's original Batman or something.
But he turned it down.
He turned it down because he's Ray fucking Liotta. He's too busy playing poker at Northern Quest Casino.
They have the Northern Quest Casino. We're looking for a little ad love.
Yeah, so I'll take a free $5. 2 for 1. But apparently he turned it down, so that got us thinking. We know Chris Nolan is ending his Batman series with The Dark Knight Rises. We know Warner Brothers is not going to end Batman movies.
Oh, okay.
So that got us thinking, who would be the next best Bruce Wayne? Who's the next great Bruce Wayne? So we got a list. Of course, I already did my list of the best and who would not be the best Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
Like I always do. But we'll start with D. Who's your number 3?
I'm going to go with. See, I don't know if this one would work, but he's a little older, but he looks younger. I'm gonna go with Josh Hartnett.
Okay.
I think he's that fine line. I mean,
I like Josh Hartnett.
Well, no, I like Josh Hartnett too. I think the guy's a great actor. And at one point in time, I wanted him to play not Batman, but Spider-Man when he was a little bit younger.
Okay.
I thought he would have been a decent. I thought he would have been a decent Peter Parker and a decent Spider-Man. But I think he could pull off maybe if they maybe a younger Batman somewhat. I mean, obviously Christian Bale's got some years on him, but
sure.
I say Josh Hartnett.
I think that could work. I mean, he really saved his career, in my opinion. He put out a couple movies. Mozart and the Whale was one of them, and 30 Days a Night. I think those two movies, because I was kind of like, Josh Hartnett, he's
please, hey, remind me to go back to 30 Days a Night later.
With those two movies, for me, made me love Josh Hartnett. So I agree. I think that might work. He still has that young. He doesn't have that Bruce Wayne aged look.
He doesn't have that weathered look to him.
Oh, but you know what? I also thought, what if they did a Nightwing?
He could work for Dick Grayson.
Yeah, I think
he'd be a really good older Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
As long as Chris O'Donnell is okay and gives him his blessing.
He's too busy doing CSI. NCSI.
NCI butt fuck CBS.
NCIS Los Angeles.
The fucking LL Cool J.
Hey, he's got to keep working. God knows he can't do anything else like music. See, he was a musician at one point in his career.
Yeah, I know, and the sad thing, a pretty good one. But anyway,
I heard rumors. I heard rumors that he used to make music. But okay, my number 3. I'm gonna go with Tom Hardy. I love Tom Hardy.
I know you do. I know, but okay.
I know he's in The Dark Knight Rising. I know he's Bane, but I don't give a fuck. He's got that weathered look to him. When he has hair, look at him in Warrior. Don't look at the movie Warrior. Just look at a picture from Warrior, because Warrior sucks. But when he has the dark hair, it's short. He's got that weathered look to him. He's got that bulk to him. He's got the acting chops. We know that. He is Bane, which I think works too. Mm-hmm. But I think he's versatile enough to where he can play both.
All right. So I'm gonna give my number 2, and you're gonna laugh at it.
Oh, of course I will.
Because I'm even laughing when I'm gonna say it. I would say Dylan McDermott. I'm going Mr. American Horror Story himself. I love that guy in American Horror Story. I am not gonna fucking shit you. That guy, I think he can do it. I think he can pull off a decent Bruce Wayne. I don't know if he can pull off a decent Batman, but maybe if you put somebody else in the bat suit.
I refer to Dylan McDermott. I kind of think of him as like the cockroach of Hollywood. Like, you can't kill him, and he doesn't grow old. He looks exactly the same as he did 20 years ago.
The guy's good looking, I'm not gonna lie.
He's a stud.
Yes. He's like, him and Brendan Fraser, they need to...
Damn it, that was my second Matt Fraser reference.
We will drop him like, him and Brendan Fraser, they survive. I don't know, I think Dylan McDermott, I think he can do a decent Bruce Wayne.
Can we get a Bedazzled 2 out of Brendan Fraser sometime? Resurrect Elizabeth Hurley's career.
Yeah, it's on Netflix if you don't know.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
her career's probably all on Netflix.
Well. Yeah. Okay. My number 2, I'm gonna go with Nate Fillion. We love Nate Fillion.
Okay, but see, I thought about Nate Fillion.
Oh, he thought about it.
I did, but I don't know. I think
talk shit about Nate Fillion. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to talk shit about.
He's listening right now.
No, yeah, Nate Fillion's really listening to our podcast.
He's got a moment off with Castle and
doing voices for
Green Lantern. He's already got the in with DC.
Well, he should have been Green Lantern.
He should have been Green Lantern.
He should have been Green.
You hear that?
He should have been Green Lantern. You are the fucking voice of Green Lantern. But I can see it, but then I don't. You know what I'm saying? I see
if he could get a little serious. He's got that kind of quirky comic to him. He can do serious. I'm sure he can do serious. If he can do that, he's got the look. He's got the little bit of age, not too much. You still believe he can kick your ass, but he looks like he's been around for a while. He's got the acting chops. He's got the fanboys. Okay, I think it would be a good fit.
He would have to, but he'd have to cut some weight though.
You're saying Nate Fillion's fat?
I'm saying he had a little paunch in this last episode.
I was going to say, yeah, he's a little paunchy.
He was a little paunchy. Okay. Like, I'm with you, Nate Fillion. I'm a little paunchy right now myself, too, but I'm hitting that P90X in about a week.
We all can't be fucking Tom Hardy and change our physique in like a minute. Like, that guy's like fucking ripped, and then he's like, I'm skinny. He's like Christian Bale. Christian Bale's one of those guys who can, like, gain or lose 100 pounds in 20 days.
Well, I mean, you get him in with a good trainer, maybe. I'm not saying. I love you, man. I love you. No disrespect. I'm just saying I don't see his Batman.
Okay. Well, who else you got?
My number one. Now this is more of a Dark Knight Returns. If they were gonna go that way, Javier Bardem. That's what I'm going with. I think that guy. He's a solid actor. He has the build for it, and I think he would play a grizzled, beaten down fucking Batman. If they went that way, if they were like, we're going to do the next Batman movies as a older Batman, beaten down. George Clooney. God love George Clooney. I think that guy's a great actor. And
that was just the wrong Batman style.
I like him. It's just, yeah,
I think
he shouldn't have been there.
I think he just took it because he's like, well, I'm hot right now, I need some money.
Well, and he didn't know.
He did. Well, he probably didn't know. He probably showed up. Sad thing is,
I don't think anyone knew. God, I hope no one knew. Wait, Alicia Silverstone's in this picture?
Well, I think he showed up. I think he said it was during the 90s. Was it 90s?
98.
It was one of those times where his agent probably was like, "Oh, you're gonna be great in this movie," and he shows up on the scene. He shows up at the site. They give him the script, and he's like, "What the hell did I just sign my life away to?"
I like him. I mean, he's off in some island having sex with Stacy Keeler right now,
which is fucking awesome, isn't that?
It's amazing.
I wish I was fucking. I'm telling you, if I was ever white, there's two guys I'd want to be.
Three.
Go ahead, please. No. There's three white guys I'd be. New list. Three white guys I'd be. George Clooney. Fucking.
Brendan Fraser.
No, not Brendan Fraser. What's the guy? Why can't I think of Real Steel?
Oh, Hugh
Jackman and my boy Hugh Grant.
Okay. You see, what the best part about that list is right now is the only time in the history of America you can say not the President of the United States. Because now I have to go, my three black men, Obama.
Hey,
do we really?
Obama, LL Cool J. And that Big Sean motherfucker who has a ass. If you haven't heard "Ass" by Big Sean, kill yourself and don't listen to it because it's horrible.
But yes, back to the original one. Yeah, Javier Bardem. I think as a grizzled Dark Knight Returns. I'm gonna read that fucking shit tonight. Matter of fact.
My only concern with that would be his accent. I don't know if he could cover it up fully to where I believe it.
The Spanish look.
And I've seen it so much, I know that. I look at him and I know he's got that. Christian Bale, I forget. I know he's got a thick English accent, but when I watch him as Bruce Wayne, he does such a good job of covering it up. Well, you don't think about it.
Yeah.
I see Javier Bardem as a really good villain in a Batman film. That's all I can think of.
Well, he's the new villain in the new 007 movie.
Yeah, so yeah. And he's going to be rolling the chain in fucking Dark Tower if it ever gets made.
We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
Coin flip. All right, my last actor is I'm proud of. I think, and the thing is, he's already been linked to be playing Bruce Wayne. Rumor-wise, it's never actually come to fruition, but Carl Urban. I think.
Oh yeah, I'll give you that one.
I think he would be perfect. He's another one of those guys. He's Australian. He's got the accent, but we saw him play Doug McCoy.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that's not an issue.
Yeah.
He's got the Bruce Wayne look. He's dark. He's a little aged. He can act.
Yeah.
So I think, I mean, if you don't agree with me, go fuck yourself, because that's a great goddamn choice. But I also have my top three actors that should not play Bruce Wayne.
Oh, God, here we go.
So let's start at the bottom and work our way up. Coming at number 3, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, God.
Should not play Bruce Wayne.
Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal. God love that guy. We loved you in Bubble Boy.
Okay, he wasn't half bad in Brothers.
No, Brothers, that was the next thing.
He wasn't that.
The sad thing is, I wanted to talk shit so much about that movie. I actually watched it. I was like, holy shit, this is a fucking decent movie.
It's not bad.
And it even has that bitch in it I fucking hate.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Tobey Maguire?
No? No, that's good. No. My future pregnant wife. Natalie Portman is in Brothers.
Are you gonna name your kid the second letter in the Jewish alphabet?
No. I was gonna name him Apple. What up, Coldplay? Alright. My second actor who should not play Bruce Wayne is Ryan Reynolds. I mean, how obvious can we really get? The guy doesn't need to fuck up any more comic book movies.
So in the short span of a year, he's fucked up a comic book movie, fucked up his relationship with Scarlett Johansson, fucked up a relationship with what's her name?
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock, yes. How many chances do you need, Ryan Reynolds?
I don't hate Ryan Reynolds, but when I think of Ryan Reynolds, I think of what's my favorite Ryan Reynolds movie? What is my favorite Ryan Reynolds movie? Van Wilder is my favorite Ryan Reynolds movie. What was his first movie? I mean, the guy has been around. He's done Twilight Zone in the 90s. He also did
Two Guys, a Girl, in a Pizza Place.
Yeah, he's been around, but like, I mean, since Van Wilder,
well, he had a good movie with Chaos Theory.
I never watched that, but
it's not that bad.
No, it's not bad.
He actually had some acting chops in it. It's one of those things. It's like I wish you were doing more movies like this.
It's just a weird story.
Yeah, it's a weird.
Like, huh?
Yeah,
really?
but I wish you were doing more movies like this. I wish you were doing those not offbeat comedies, but drama type movies or like
dramedies.
Dramedies.
I love Definitely Maybe. But
Definitely Maybe.
I would go gay for Ryan Reynolds, so I can't hate anything Ryan Reynolds does.
I'm the other way. I like him as a goofy guy as opposed.
But I mean, in those sense, he's all those things in those movies. He's the goofy guy, but he's goofy guy grown up. Not goofy guy, I'm still the goofy guy. Goofy guy, I have a motherfucking ring.
I don't think we can just perceive him as an action star full on.
Well, Deadpool, okay.
He's pretty ripped.
Well, yeah,
he was badass as Deadpool, but he was only in the movie for like 5 minutes.
Well, he's getting his own Deadpool movie.
Yeah,
and then
we'll see.
We'll see.
All right, and finally, last but certainly not least, who should not play Bruce Wayne? This actor has also been linked to be playing a superhero, and it wasn't Bruce Wayne, but it was another superhero near and dear to my heart. No, it's not Common. I'm talking about Jack Black. He was at one point linked to be playing Green Lantern in a comedy / Green Lantern adaptation movie.
Shitting.
Never came to light. Thank Christ that never happened.
Oh my god.
But the fact that the studio is even considering that makes me concerned.
Well, hey, you know what I can see Jack Black is? Ambush Bug. Big up to Snowman. You'll know what I'm talking about when you actually listen to this. You better fucking comment on this part too.
So, winner of new Batman, what would you say?
I'd give you Carl Urban.
Carl Urban?
And then maybe Josh Hartnett as Nightwing.
God, that'd be cool.
I can see. Can you not? Even if they did a Nightwing,
how would work too? Because Urban looks just old enough.
Yeah, and then I think Josh Hartnett. I'm telling you, maybe a Nightwing movie.
You know, I'm always down for a little dick. Crazy.
Oh Jesus!
Oh my god!
But all right, getting away from Batman for a minute here. This was literally a last-minute addition because I just kind of looked at it when I was looking at IGN. But Benicio del Toro is apparently up for the Star Trek II villain, which we don't know who it is. Everybody's automatically assuming it's Khan. I think that's bullshit. I don't.
Okay, you know, let's go with Khan. The best, maybe one of the best. Maybe he's definitely in the top 2 best Star Trek villains. I mean, another reason why Shatner's still the best captain, because he had. It's kind of like Sherlock Holmes, you know, and Moriarty. You got Khan,
Cisco Ducat.
Oh, I'll give you that one.
I love Ducat. Sorry.
You know who I love? When I was watching DS9 the other day, Garrick.
Garrick is amazing.
Oh my god! Yeah, we said a nerd moment.
Fantastic actor.
God,
he's in Hellraiser too.
Oh god, Garrick is such a great character. But either way, Benicio del Toro. Did anybody see Wolfman?
Let's not talk about Wolfman. Did you see him in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
Yes, yes.
He's great.
He's a great actor.
Did you see him in Shay?
No, I didn't.
It's really long and really boring, but he's good in it. No, but I'm saying. I think he could, you know, kind of like, who was the Aussie who played the bad guy in Star Trek 1? You know what I'm talking. Anyway, yeah. I think he adapted as a Romulan. It worked really well. I like him. I don't know his name.
Oh god. It's right there. He also played the Hulk.
Yeah.
Do you know that guy who used to be a comedian?
Eric Bana.
Eric Bana. Do you know he used to be a comedian before he was a serious?
An Australian comedian?
Yeah, no. Evidently, he was a pretty huge comedian, and then he did like a serious role, and it was on IFC. God, I fucking have to remember.
Did he have like Joey? Like,
no, he did. He did
the whole Joey back then.
No, but he
ate my baby.
No, but no, No, he did the whole like I gained 100 pounds of fatness as some biker gang leader in Australia, and then he lost all the fucking weight. It's like he's
really
God, what is the name of the movie? But evidently that's the movie that made him a breakout star and got him on Hollywood's radar. But anyway, Benicio del Toro, it can go either way. It can go like he can nail it. Fucking, you're like, oh my god, he's a classic Trek villain.
Sure.
Or it's gonna be like, I'm gonna completely overact this, aka Wolfman.
I think the script really matters. I'd like to see them go a different direction than Khan because I don't want to see the Wrath of Khan remake. I don't want to see it.
No, I don't either.
See something you've already seen.
Yeah, I want to see him either take something that was so minuscule in the original series and make that character like a fucking like badass villain. I don't know. Who knows? The sad thing is, what pisses me off? It's taking too fucking long for another Star Trek movie to come out.
Yeah.
I
have nothing to say about it. If it comes out and it's good, I won't. Okay. Take your time. If you need to take your time for it to be a good sequel, take your fucking time.
Well,
I trust the guys in control.
Yeah.
They're like half and half on good movies. So,
God. Well, didn't they do a script for Transformers 2?
Anyway. Moving on.
I love my...
Wait, there was no Zachary Quinto joke? Nothing?
No.
No?
Oh, speaking of Zachary Quinto, still in American Horror Story.
Great actor.
Okay, so, real quick.
He looks like a camel, but he's a great
No.
actor.
30 seconds. Okay, I made a decision on American Horror Story. Yes, white people should not live in haunted houses. Yes, you should live there because it fucking entertains me. And Boris Chestnut's on the show, so at least there's one black guy. No, who's it? Fucking, the chick from Caprica showed up on there.
Oh, the darker chick?
The darker chick showed up in the last episode, yeah. Hot chick, good the show's good, and the funny thing is, it is actually working. Like, the story's actually working. I didn't think it would actually work, but I watched the 2 Halloween episodes. It actually works.
It looks fucked up.
No, it's a fucked up show. There's some fucked up shit
I
that
heard
goes
the first
on.
episode, there's like people just masturbating the whole episode.
Oh yeah, fucking Dylan McDermott.
You know, shit happens. It is what it is, alright? Sometimes you just masturbate for the whole day, you know?
Yeah, you masturbate.
Just because you don't have a film crew doesn't mean it's
a
wrong.
one-eyed lady who you think looks young. Yeah, I don't know. You just gotta watch the show. People who watch the show, watch it. I'm giving it the D, A+ on this one.
Okay, Damien Loffman's gonna break records for FX. Let's go with a trivia question. I got a trivia question for you, and it kind of evolved into this interesting debate. I don't know. But the trivia question is, name 3 directors that were at one time associated or dropped out of Superman Returns. There are 4 different ones, not including Bryan Singer.
Ooh.
But at some point, it doesn't have to be Superman Returns, but at some point we're in development for the next Superman movie.
Okay, I can name 2. Kevin Smith?
Kevin Smith, no. Kevin Smith was involved in writing the script,
not
but he was writing the script for somebody else.
Okay, why can't Burton? Tim Burton.
Tim Burton is one. That's the one he was writing the script for.
Okay,
and Tim Burton's a douche, and we all know how that works out. If you guys haven't seen Kevin Smith stand up, a lot of it's available on Netflix. Check it out. Fucking amazing.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh,
yes. Don't say Ridley Scott.
No.
God, who else was involved? I can only think of Tim Burton.
So are you giving up?
Are they big name people?
Yeah.
Not Spielberg.
No.
Not Lucas.
No.
Ron Howard?
No.
Wow, I'm surprised. Not Ron Howard?
One guy we just talked about. Sort of. We talked about his people.
His people? He has people?
Entourage.
I don't know. Give it to me.
Okay. The other 3 were J.J. Abrams, who we were kind of talking about with Star Trek.
Really?
McGee. Which isn't a real person. I'm going to start referring to him as the artist formerly known as McGee. Because that's not a real name. And Brett Ratner. He was also involved.
Oh, Mr. Brett Ratner. Ratner, big up to the heist, the Tower Heist movie. Didn't he direct that?
No, let's not talk about
Rush Hour 3!
Yeah, that movie's a sack of shit. Okay, we got a couple little things we're gonna hit on really quick, and then I have something I kind of want to end with. But Grand Theft Auto 5 trailer announced, shows up, San Andreas, we're back. awesome. Not much to say about it.
Yeah, you know they are. They're pretty cryptic about what they do. But either way, you know it's going to be a great game. You know it's going to. I think this is going to be the game that kind of takes us into the next generation. It's going to kind of how almost like how San Andreas did.
Yeah,
we transported from PlayStation 2 to next gen, the new consoles. I think Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to, and I know there's a lot of speculation that's maybe you might be able to play more than one character, and some of the older characters come like, was it Tommy Vercetti from Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, I mean, it's all speculation at this point, though.
Yeah.
They've released a trailer which kind of shows you that you're in San Andreas. And that's pretty much all it does.
Well, yeah, but the sad thing is, they are going to, like, I was reading an article, they're going to rule the hype for the next year. Because what are the games you know that are coming out in the next year that have that much hype? I mean, I know Mass Effect 2 isn't dropping next year. And then Mass Effect 3 is dropping next year.
Yeah, it's March, I believe.
What else? What has that much hype, though?
As of right now, we're a week away from Skyrim.
Well, but I'm talking about, like, new game for 2012.
Not holidays.
Nothing I could think of.
Yeah, this game's going to dominate. Grand Theft Auto 4 still...
but the one thing I want to stress about Grand Theft Auto 5 is that critically, it will be scrutinized. I don't think it's going to get awesome ratings. It'll get good ratings. But you remember what happened with IGN and that 10 out of 10 on GTA 4. It's notorious at this point for IGN specifically for their quality of ratings. People go, yeah, well, IGN's good, but they gave Grand Theft Auto a 10.
Well, but the thing about it is, like, if you think about it,
good game, but 10 out of 10 for them is 1 out of 1,000.
But I think if you think about Grand Theft Auto 4, this is just my opinion, because I played it, I think it takes everything that all the Grand Theft Autos were and breaks it down to its finest point and goes, here's the game that we could have done years ago, but here it is. And it's got great story. It's got a lot of... And they were pretty good with content. I mean, they were a little late with coming out with content as far as keeping the cycle going, but I don't see any other game really topping it next year.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. Call of Duty, porn star.
Yes, Miss Famous Kim Holland, or rather.
She's super famous.
She's super famous. Okay, in fucking Europe, she's a porn star. I don't know how fucking big you are in Europe when you're a fucking porn star, but evidently fucking huge. Evidently, there's a lot of porn stars, which if you Google it, there's a lot of fucking porn stars that play video games. Well, anyway, she's a big... Yeah, look that up later. Evidently, she was invited to a big Call of Duty event by Activision in Amsterdam, where weed is legal. But anyway, she was invited, and then once Activision learned what she did for a living, they disinvited her.
You can't do that. That's not
Did they know she was famous or not?
Well, somehow they got around that she was coming, and people were all like, "Oh, she's a porn star, though." Which she made a good point. She goes, "You can have a video game where people blow the fuck out of each other, but you can't have a video game. You can't have someone who."
Well, that's a whole nother ethical debate.
Well, which is funny
between
because
sex in the media compared to ultraviolence.
But here's the thing, though. In Europe, though, sex is considered an okay thing. Especially the idea of talking about sex is an okay thing, but violence is kind of abhorred. But now you have a porn star who can't go do what she does for fun and play video games. I'm personally going to find her on an Xbox Live and friend her, and
I'm sure you will.
I'm going to friend her over the internet.
I'm going to friend her over and over and over.
I'm like, yeah, girls, we can play GTA. We can play Call of Duty together.
Lastly, on the slate, just touching it. Phoenix Jones, Washington local, Seattle. Turns out his real name is Ben Forder. Got fired from his job this week. That's fucked up.
No, it is fucked up. This guy worked with disabled people and autistic. He's a teacher.
He's a teacher for disabled and autistic kids.
And now
where there's no money. There's no money in that.
No. And on top of it, DSHS has basically banned him from working with any children ever because basically he got arrested for being a vigilante superhero.
The guy dressed up like a superhero in downtown Seattle has been doing it for, a year, maybe a little more.
Yeah.
And he's been, regardless of what he's doing, whether it's right or not, that's not the issue. The issue is he's taking a personal responsibility to help other people when he doesn't have to, and which has nothing to do with his job. Yeah. Absolutely nothing to do with it. DSH's Washington State fucking dropped the ball here. They went too far. But firing him, that's fucking ridiculous.
Well, it's like he's serving a civic purpose on both ends. One, he's helping people, which in the community, him being his, sure, it's kind of crazy to dress up like a vigilante and run around and beat the shit out of people and save people. But I mean, civic duty, you're upholding, your right as an American citizen. And then on the other end, you're helping autistic and disabled children, and you're just gonna say, well, how do we know this guy doesn't have a fucking PhD in this shit?
It's completely unrelated. I shouldn't get fired from my job because I, got arrested for protesting down at Occupy Spokane or whatever. It has nothing to do with each other.
Yeah.
So, Phoenix Jones.
Yeah, we support you if you want to be on the show.
Absolutely, bro.
Do you think he has a fucking Twitter?
Well, let's find out.
Nah, we will hit that motherfucker.
We will hit that motherfucker up. Movie of the week. It's on Netflix. Kevin Smith's newest, Red State. Not what you think it is. Not bad. Not bad at all. Just not what you think it is. He pulls it off, though, and I think it's worth watching. I think if you like Kevin Smith, you like just kind of movies that kind of touch on social issues that piss you off, check it out.
Yeah. Hey, I saw Cop Out. Wasn't that bad.
No Jay and Silent Bob in this one.
They're in the background. Not really, they're not there. Next week, what we're going to do is, we didn't get to it this week, but I really want to have a conversation regarding the film North by Rob Reiner.
Yes.
It's going to be a long conversation.
Well, the sad thing is, I'm probably going to need to watch North again, just remember.
Netflix stream.
Oh, no, I know it's Netflix. Yeah. I just want to watch it again, because I remember there was something about the movie that just, it made you feel good and also irked you at the same time when you watched it.
So we're gonna touch on that next week. Interesting fact I looked up after our conversation last week about Mr. Popper's Penguins and how it didn't make any money. Mr. Popper's Penguins had a budget of $55 million and it grossed worldwide $170.7 million. So fuck us, fuck that stupid movie.
Unfucking believable.
Also opening this week, a very Harold and Kumar Christmas. It doesn't matter if it sucks; it's gonna be entertaining. Go check it out. To end the show here, I'd like to read a quick quote from Clint Eastwood this week regarding gay rights.
Okay, are we going to discuss this quote?
No, we're not going to discuss it. We're going to end the show with the quote.
Oh my god,
that's it.
Thought-provoking.
So,
think about this, people.
Think about this quote. It coming from an old curmudgeonly motherfucker like Clint Eastwood.
Racist bastard.
It's interesting, but
I think he's racist. Well, in that one movie,
he plays a racist.
I love Gran Torino.
But here we go. In regards to Republicans opposing gay-sex marriage, Clint Eastwood has said, "These people who are making a big deal out of gay-sex marriage, I don't give a fuck about who wants to get married to anybody else. Why not? We're making a big deal out of something we shouldn't be making a big deal out of." They go on and on with all this bullshit about sanctity. Don't give me that sanctity crap. Just give everybody the chance to have the life they want. So, I'm going to leave you with that. Enjoy. ZnD Geekdom. See you guys next week.
Yeah.
So let the beat unfold, intro on drum roll. We beat the lick like Etash and J-Bo. We harass like we was the po-po. We can rule the world without Curtis and still blow.